Hello everyone, welcome back to Time Out. Sandy. Okay, so it's really good to be back. Hope you're having a good week, by the way. So today I wanted to address something, and I know I have promised myself in the past that I would not address any of these things anymore, like never. But I just really want to talk about something, and I just wanted the people to have a deeper understanding about something. Okay, so what's been happening is lately I've been having major issues with my YouTube channel. People hacking, all sorts of things, trying to stop my messages from going out, trying to block my messages. And the truth is, what you're doing, I don't know if it's one person or two or three, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. That's the whole point. But what they're doing is called insanity. Because in case you don't know what insanity is, it's when you do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, right? So I wouldn't even bother to it would be an honor to call the people reprobate, crazy. Nah, that would be an honor. I wouldn't bother to honor them with a name. There's no need. Because see, the truth is, what they don't understand is you can't delay me. You can't stop my messages. Because the whole point is because they want to stop the messages so that there would be some form of delay and people will not hear it. But you're mistaken. You can't delay me. I'll tell you why. See, we might walk with the same clock, but we're not on the same timeline. And here's how I know. This message is for me. I'm walking towards my purpose, my not node, which is the future. You're still in the past, in the south node. So we're not on the same timeline. It's not possible. That's why you can't delay me. You're still in the past. You're living in the past. And I say that because you have to be in the past. Because if you wake up in the morning and it's a question. So basically, these people wake up in the morning and the next aim is how to block and stop me. Then you're living in the past. You're definitely in your south node. You're not working towards any purpose. You don't have a goal in life. You're nothing. Do you understand? So if I'm your amusement, then you obviously have nothing to do, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is you can't delay me. It's not possible. I'll tell you why. Because God is never late. Ever. I don't know if you're listening to the messages. These are not my messages. What, you think I slept, I woke up and I came up with these messages? Seriously? Really? Then you're asleep. So you're not only in the past, you're actually asleep as well. Because if you're awake, you would be listening to the messages and you realize they're not even my messages. I'm a custodian of these messages. I just put them out. They go through me. They're not my messages. So baby, it's not the crowd. It's the message. And the truth is, if you block one, the owner of the messages will come up with 200 more avenues for me to put them out. You need to understand that. It's not the crowd, it's the message. And I'm a custodian, so you can't delay me. God is never late. The truth is that if you manage to delay for now and people don't get the messages, it's only because the people that are supposed to get the messages are not ready to receive it yet. You're in an illusion. So the illusion is telling you that you're succeeding, delaying me, but you're not. You can't delay me. You know who I work with? He's never late. Ever. So if you're trying to delay me from getting something, and I'm speaking to everyone when I say this. So you see all this reprobates that think they can delay you or stop you or do something bad to you in life. They can't delay you depending on what you're doing and who you're working for. They can't delay you. That's the truth. They just have an illusion of delay. Because if you're supposed to get something and these idiots are trying to stop it, the truth is that you're not ready to get it yet. Because whenever you are ready to get it, you will get it anyway. So many things about 2 years ago that I wanted, and I wanted them so badly. And today, I'm so grateful I never got it then, because it would have destroyed me. I wasn't ready. But some people thought they were doing something bad at the time, trying to stop me from getting it. No, you're not blocking me or stopping me from getting it. I wasn't ready for it. That's why God gave you the illusion of delay. So you're in an illusion. You think you're delaying me, you're not. You think you're blocking my messages, you're not. 200 more avenues will come up where the messages will come out, because they are not my messages. I'm a custodian of these messages. You must be asleep and in the past. Double tragedy. But you know, don't stop. I don't want you to stop. You need to keep playing, because like I said, if you were awake, then you would realize that with the shifts in the universe, it's really not the time to play with people. You'll be exposed. But I'm not going to promise that when you're exposed, I will take it lightly with you though. But you will be exposed. Oh, definitely. It's the time of the universe. There's an energy shift, and negativity does not work in this energy. Please understand that and wake up. Wake up from your slumber. You're sleeping. It's so weird how people survive doing these things. Seriously. You make other people your priority. Don't you have goals? Seriously? If your achievement in life is how to block and stop people, like, it's just hilarious. Seriously. Well, you will be exposed. So if you don't know, now you know. Anyway, so that takes me to my message for today. And I do apologize. Like I said, I did not want to address it, but I just needed to say something, really, because some people live in illusions and it is just wrong. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm not going to say anything. Keep playing on my channel. Keep playing. Yeah, you'll be exposed. Actually, I want to know who you are, so I can take it up myself. Anyway, so moving on. But the message for today is I mean, it has everything to do with that. I think, for me, I believe, because I've also had a few people say to me, like, a lot of people try to play on my channel, or, well, some people, whoever it is, or maybe one person, I don't know who it is. That's the truth. I'm not even interested. I don't want to know, because I just know that it's just the wrong time. I mean, if you're doing this like a year ago, I would say, okay, maybe you succeed at something, but right now you'll be exposed and embarrassed. So what's the point? Anyway, you know, so because I mean, I've actually had a person or two say to me, people that are not very comfortable with spirituality, and I talk about spirituality, and I talk about this, I talk about that. But like I've always said, my channel has never been under the confines of religion or anything. I cover everything from psychology to spirituality to whatever it is. But I want to explain something, because you see, people mix up a lot of things, and a lot of people mix up people doing spiritual stuff and spirituality and religion. It's all a mix up. So I want to really break it down. Spirituality is oneness with self. Is when you're at one with yourself. The truth is that we're spirit beings. You see, this flesh is just like a jacket. It's a meat suit. Who we really are spiritual beings. We're spiritual beings. We're having a human experience, hence the skin, hence, do you understand? So that's what it is. So spirituality is oneness with self. Is when you are at one with who you are. You know who you are in totality. And the truth is that you can never really know who you are if you don't know who your maker is. Let me break it down. You see how some women, right, like they have what's it called, they have kids, and they really take care of the kids, right? They do everything for them, because maybe like an absentee father or whatever it is, or maybe a divorce or a separation or whatever it is, and the father, for whatever reason, is not present in the child's life, right? And the woman takes care of the child and does everything. But then this child grows up and says to the mother, like, oh, who is my father? I want to know my father. And initially, maybe if the child is not old enough, they can actually go out to look for the father. So the mother tries to prevent that or whatever it is. But then the child grows up to a certain age and they go all out to go and look for the father. Why do you think that is? Because that child can never really feel whole. They can't really know who they are in totality if they don't know who their father is. I mean, that's where people coined the term bastards, right? Like, if you don't know who your father is, if you don't know who your maker is, how do you know who you are? You never will know. That's how it is. So that's what spirituality is. If you don't know who God is, you will never know who you are. That's the definition of spirituality. Now, religion is a sect. It's like sectors. Do you understand? So in religion, you have the Christian religion, you have the Islamic religion, you have all sorts of religion. I mean, I tend to mention the ones I know about, so I try not to talk about things that I don't really know about. I mean, you have Buddhism, you have all sorts. Do you understand? Then you have the traditional people, right, that worship in a traditional way. And I mean, I have questions. And I just wanted to share them. I have questions. So, I grew up Christian, right? Also, and as much as a lot of people also say that, a few friends have said to me, sometimes I make it seem like a Christian channel, which is not true. It's just the religion I know. That's why I talk about it. However, I don't segregate, because the truth is, I have both Christian and Muslim parents. At a younger age, I did go to Arabic school. So I learned Arabic. I don't remember a lot of it now, but I still know how to pray in the Islamic way. Not very well, but I still do. And here's my question. Luckily, I was given an opportunity to choose whatever religion I resonated with, right? So I chose Christianity because that's the way I resonate. So, but here really, like I said, I have a question. So this is what my question is. Now, as a Christian, we are told that, and this for me is why I don't depend so much on religion. I don't. I'm more of a spirituality kind of person. I don't depend on religion, and I'll tell you why. As a Christian, we're told that, the only way to God, the one and only way to God, is through Jesus Christ. Do I believe it? Absolutely. Because I'm a Christian and that's how I resonate. So I have to believe it. Because that's how I pray, right? And that's how I connect. So for Muslims, in the Islamic way, you have to pray through Prophet Muhammad. Please don't quote me. If I say anything wrong, I don't really know the religion very well. So please do not quote me. I'm just saying overview, right? Through Prophet Muhammad. Do I think they're wrong or they're right? I think they're right. Am I double-minded? Absolutely not. Okay. What I'm trying to ask really is that, or what I'm trying to say is that people resonate in different ways. My belief is that God looks at the heart. So as Christians, well, a lot of Christians believe that other religions maybe can't get to heaven or won't go to heaven because obviously the only true way to God is through Jesus Christ. Do I believe that? I also do. As a Muslim, they believe that Prophet Muhammad, that's the only way to God. Do I believe that? I believe it's true. Why do I believe this? Because of the Tower of Babel. Now, at the Tower of Babel, if you remember in the Bible, they were trying to build a tower. Now, there's so many connotations to that story. I mean, some people were saying they were trying to build a tower. Obviously, I think the general explanation is that to get to God and blah, 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 blah. And some other explanation is that, I think it was in Babylon, isn't it? So they have their gods and whatever it is. Do you understand? So they were trying to build a tower for their gods. Do you understand? And this tower was supposed to get to heaven to the Almighty God, right? But what God did was he separated their languages. Now, there wasn't a preferred language. He just separated their languages. So they scattered all over the world and did different things. However, if they still turn and serve God, they're still children of God and they'll still go to heaven. Which is why I believe they're also different religions. Does not mean they won't go to heaven or they won't get to God, because God looks at the heart. So in my belief, it's about being either a good person or a bad person, not so much your sector of worship. If I'm making any sense, right? Now, here's the question. The same way a lot of people have had bad experiences, even me, with either Muslim or Christian or whatever it is, we've all had bad experiences with people in sectors. So is this still about religion? It's not. It's about your heart, because in the Bible also it says God looks at the heart. When God said love your neighbor as yourselves, he didn't really say if they're Christian or Muslim, because if that was so important, or there was a particular way you could only get to God, won't there be specifics? Won't God be quite specific, like, okay, love your neighbor as yourself, especially if they're Christians? But he just said love your neighbor as yourselves. So it doesn't matter if I'm Christian or Muslim or Buddhist. If I love my neighbor as myself, I'm doing something that pleases God. Does that mean I'm going to go to hell? What about maybe traditional people that use herbs? I'm not talking about like herbalists or herbalists, but that use herbs, like proper herbs to heal. I'm not talking about the diabolical ones, no, not the dark spirituality. I'm talking about people that use herbs and plants and whatever to heal. They heal people, they help people. Are they going to hell? I'm just wondering, because people get these things mixed up all the time, so much. And like I've always said, it's never about religion for me. It's the people. If you take out the D from devil, it's evil. A lot of people are just evil-minded for whatever reason. That's the truth. It's not the religion. It's not. Do you understand? It's the people. So when I talk about certain things on my channel and people have a problem with it, why are you so triggered? Why is my message such a problem for you? Why are you so triggered? Why do people get so triggered about spirituality or whatever it is? It's the people. I believe that people have to resonate with God in different ways. Like I've always said, I mean, I have a lot of family members from the Islamic sector. Believe me, I said this in one of my videos. So I have an uncle, right? And I said it in one of my videos before, like every time I have a conversation with him, it's like, you can't understand it. It refreshes you. It's like pouring cold water on yourself. Like, seriously, his faith in God is impeccable. It's like nothing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not talking about this. It's just his faith, his belief, his love for God is amazing. But he's Muslim, not Christian. Is that wrong? Does that make him a bad person? Does that mean he's not going to go to heaven? I don't know. I mean, it's something I always think about, because I believe in my religion. However, who am I really to segregate or say that other people's religion is wrong? Or if you're not in my religion, then you're going to go to hell, or you're not going to have favor with God, or you're not going to go to heaven. Who am I to say that? Who is anybody to say that? Who is anybody to say that? I'm saying all this because, like I've said before, I say namaste. I talk about science of spirituality. I talk about different things, and I get a lot of flack for it. So people are like, oh, are you Christian? Are you not Christian? Are you Buddhist? Are you all sorts of religion? Are you? It's my heart. What does my heart say? And what does God say about my heart? I don't care about religion. I'm a spirituality kind of person. Spirituality and doing spiritual stuff, totally different. Totally different. So people think spirituality is also doing practicing spiritual stuff. No, they're very different. Very different. Look up spirituality. It's being in total oneness with yourself, and that's being in total oneness with God. And that's more important to me than anything, than any religion. I am Christian, which is my religion, but I'm not limited in that way. So anyway, I had that question in my mind since like forever, so I wanted to discuss it, mostly to address what I did address at the beginning of the message. So I love you all. Have a good week. I mean, it's food for thought, right? And it's something I think about all the time, because I don't know who is really right, who is correct. I mean, do you understand? Who is correct? Because one of those arguments you should never have in life is, I tell people, don't ever argue about religion or politics. I never have those arguments with people. But then again, we all have questions. So who is right? Who is really right? I just choose to look at people's hearts and test their spirit. That's all. Anyway, have a good week. And I do love you all. Namaste.